What up, boys? It's Gaz, and welcome to Warframe video. So today we have a kind of fun one for you. It's going to be a weapon overview for a weapon that I pretty much never have used until yesterday. But we actually found a lot of fun stuff with it. I didn't even think about it in the first place. So before we get into it, make sure you sub to this YouTube channel if you have not already. Daily Warframe video uploads, and check out the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Gaz_TTV for 4 Warframe streams a week. So yeah, let's get into it. So the weapon we're going over today is the Ripkas, and it's basically some motorized claw fist things, and they're kind of fun. But yeah, basically they have a couple things going for them, one of which is actually a unique mod called Amalgam Ripkas True Steel, and we'll get into why that is actually pretty interesting in a little bit here. But going over the base stats, we've got 0.83 attack speed, so pretty slow. 20% crit chance, relatively low crit chance. 2x multiplier, relatively low crit multiplier. And we've also got 1.75 range, so pretty low range. And we've also got pretty low stash chance at 15. But we've also got good amount of damage here at 173, pretty much all of that being slash. So it can do some pretty decent crit slash procs. Unfortunately, you won't be getting red crits with this thing. But it also has pretty high ribbon disposition as well, and only being MR5 required. It's no Venka Prime. The Venka Prime is definitely just better than this all around. But we'll get into some fun things you can do with this in a little bit. So let's also look at Amalgam Ripkas True Steel. So what this one does, and this is a unique mod that only applies to this, and the way you get this mod is you farm the Ropo Low list on Jupiter. It's basically a replacement for True Steel. So it's going to give you increased critical chance only for the Ripkas. It's also going to give you reload speed for shotguns. Not exactly a huge deal, although the shotgun reload mods we already have are pretty weak, so this might be a nice little bonus. It's pretty much like a shotgun reload stat stick. But the most fun part about this whole thing is this 100% gore chance down here at the bottom. So what this does is, as long as you have the Ripkas equipped, or rather you have them on your person, you don't even have to have it out. Any kills that you get with either like your primary, your abilities, your secondary, etc., will dismember the enemy guaranteed. So, for example, if you were to use a frame like Mesa, and you put on the Amalgam Ripkas True Steel mod, it will guaranteed dismember the enemy. So let's quickly throw that on here. Not exactly what I want to take off here, but let's just try it out. So, you can't use Sacrificial Steel and this at the same time, because they're pretty much the same kind of True Steel mod. You can't use normal True Steel as well. But yeah, so it will make it so like your Mesa guns will guarantee dismember the enemy. And why is that useful? To be honest, it's not super useful, but it will also, if you have a Necros in your squad, the Necros Desecrate ability will actually be affected by how many dead bodies are on the ground. So as you see right there, like I got cut in half from my Mesa pistols. It doesn't normally do that. So yeah, this works with almost everything in the game. So if you have a Necros in your squad, he will appreciate it. You'll be getting more loot because there's more dead bodies on the ground, and it's pretty brutal, to be honest. So yeah, that's like the main use I'd say for this. It's a serviceable weapon as is. Unfortunately, I do have a negative combo duration ribbon, so that's a little bit annoying. It's also got another augment mod called Hunter's Bonesaw that on knocked down enemies, it will actually have increased damage and status chance. So pretty nice stuff there. And yeah, like I do have a ribbon on this thing. I'd say don't even bother using this without a ribbon unless you're using it as a dismembering stat stick. So let's just quickly show some other stuff here. So on the standard build, I'm just going to go with Corrosive. I mean, that's pretty much what I go for most stuff. Viral's really good too. So actually, let's go with Viral for this. All right, taking off Amalgam True. For the normal build, I say don't go with Amalgam True Steel. But yeah, let's switch to Octavia, because it actually works. Okay, like I was saying, it works on pretty much everything, but some frames it doesn't work on. It does not work on KHORA's Whip Claw, which is the one that you want to work it on, honestly. And it also doesn't work on Atlas's Fist, his first ability. So that's unfortunate. But let's go to Octavia here. Same build. We've got, actually that's the wrong build. You could actually use this as a, like I said, it also works on Baruch's Fist attack. If you don't have a ribbon, just put like Berserker right there. And maybe a crit damage mod or something like that, because it's pretty slow. If you don't have a ribbon with negative combo duration, you can actually put on, both Berserker and the crit damage mod. But like I said, I would really recommend it. So here we go, level 100 Bombards, get stacked up combo. Once you're at stacked up combo, you'll be getting orange crits and some yellow crits. So like I said, not super high crit chance, but decent slash procs. Now we're tearing through them. Now, like I did in our Venka Prime video, that's the one hit from the first combo of Malicious Raptor. It's really, really good. One hit should kill him as well. They're only level 100, of course, but, you know, still pretty decent. And tore through him. Keep in mind, this is with a Riven mod for attack speed and critical damage. So, yeah, so I just want to go over the dismember thing a little bit more here. So, the dismemberment does work on pretty much everything. Unfortunately, not KHORA Whip Claw. We tested it like 3 times, and it didn't work. So another thing you could do is you can actually put on a dismembering stat stick, as I said. So let's do Rip and Tear. This will build up combo for for Glare mods and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, you can even use like something like the Brahma or the Kuva Nucor to dismember enemies. So let's just use whatever the heck we feel like. The Kuva Nucor has no innate slash damage to it. It should never be dismembering enemies, but let's just try it out. Also, my Octavia mallet will dismember them as well. Now, something you do need to keep in mind, definitely, is that you don't actually, you don't want the enemy to die to a slash proc. If they die to the slash proc, they will not get dismembered, and your Necros will not be able to get extra loot from that extra corpse. So, let them build up the Octavia damage a little bit. Let's do the Nucor as well. So, as you see right there, his leg got cut off. That got get dismembered. That's all from the Octavia mallet and the Viro from the Kuva Nucor. So, pretty good stuff. If you got a Necros, that would be 2 loot chances right there, instead of just 1 as usual. So, some synergies you can do with this. You can use, like, the Nucor, like I said. Let's, like, knock these guys down a little bit, a couple levels, so they don't take so many shots. Let's do, like, a level 50. I'm just showing Bombards, because that's what I had on the thing right here. So, I'm going to shoot them with my Nucor, and they're getting cut in half by the Amalgam mod. So pretty interesting stuff, honestly. You can use it on like Ember, you could use it on Mesa. Let's quickly just show that it does not work on KHORA, which I mean, it would be amazing if it worked on KHORA, but it's not the case, as far as I can tell. Try it again. So yeah, if you're trying to make this a stat stick for KHORA, unfortunately, Sacrificial Steel does give you more crit chance, and yeah, I would just not recommend it as a stat stick on KHORA. People have tried it, and they said it kind of sucks. So let's get some, like, let's make them really low level, actually, just so we can, like, one-shot them, like level 5, no combo multiplier. And if it was working, we would dismember all of them, guaranteed. So none of them got dismembered, so it does not work on KHORA's Whip Claw, which would be the best one, because just like we showed in the Kuva farming video yesterday for Steel Essence, KHORA is, like, ridiculous, and she kills a lot of stuff really fast. So I'd say for frames that's really good on, like, Octavia, Mesa, because you're not usually even using a melee weapon on Mesa. It could be really good for her. It does work on Saren. The one thing it doesn't work on Saren, I've noticed, is that it will work on Saren's spores if the spores kill an enemy, but if you use Miasma, Saren's 4th ability, it does not dismember them. I'm not sure if that's just, like, a visual thing and it, like, is usually working, but yeah, I couldn't get it to work earlier with with killing them with Miasma. So let's just try right here. Okay. My mouse is kind of broken right now, by the way, so get dismembered by the spore. Now if we kill them with the Miasma. Okay, I think they actually died for the spore there, but the Miasma, I've noticed, was not dismembering them. Maybe it will, but from a couple tests earlier today, it did not work. So pretty fun stuff right there. It's an okay weapon. Like I said, I think that the Venka Prime, actually I don't think, the Venka Prime just straight up is better. Let's just compare the stats really quickly. So if you want like an actual like DPS weapon, go with this instead. As you see, like literally everything is higher. Besides, like, oh, there's 6 more slash damage, but you have more base damage overall on the Venka Prime. So it's just straight up better on the Venka Prime. Lower Riven stats, to be fair, but yeah, like these are some pretty hefty upgrades here. Increased speed, critical chance, critical damage, even higher range and status chance. Like, it's just better. This thing is godly. We do have a video on the channel, so check that one out if you want to. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just want to show some interesting synergies we found here. Basically, a dismember stick, pretty brutal. It works on Baruch. His fists will dismember everything. So if you build a combo with the Ripkas and then switch to your Baruch fists, you will cut everything up. So pretty cool there. So either way, guys, hopefully you found this video helpful. Keeping some interesting strats flowing through. And yeah, gonna get to Deimos on the 25th. So keep an eye on all that content coming out in the next couple of weeks. So peace, guys.